This is the coolest lake house I have ever seen. This is a 6.5 acre private compound located directly on Lake Conroe with direct lake access with its own private boat dock. You have a fully custom 3-bedroom home with some features that we haven't seen in any other homes that we have shown on our channel. And that is not all. You also have a secondary dwelling over here. You have a Barndominium with 2 bedrooms, fully built out, and you cannot forget this amazing party pavilion. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're gonna have to stick around for that. That is one of the coolest features on this property. Not to mention, this is located directly touching the National Forest. So you have direct access to over 100,000 pristine acres. So if you wanna hop in your Polaris, ride right across the street or go on nature walks, you can do that. It is beautiful out here. It is manicured. It is not like most properties that you see. They have put a lot of time and effort into this property, and I haven't seen anything like this on Lake Conroe in my entire time selling real estate here. And there is no better way to start this tour than by showing off what I personally think is the best part of this property. It's this outdoor space. If you could make a list of everything that you would want in a lakefront oasis, this property has it. We're right here next to this gorgeous custom in-ground pool, and this is really the centerpiece of the property. This is where you get the best views of the property all the way down to the lake, and we are elevated. We're about 30, 40 feet above the water line. We are high and dry. You never have any risk of flooding at this property, and it's all about this outdoor space. You've got gorgeous shade cover from these trees, and everything kind of wraps around this pool. You've got your gorgeous, custom, just under 3,000 square foot home. And as you can see, it is skinned like a barn, but this is an actual custom home. This truly is a backyard oasis. This is where you want to hang out. My clients love hosting parties out here. On 6.5 acres, you have complete privacy from your neighbors. You can literally do whatever you want and nobody can tell you otherwise. And with that direct access down to the lake, you can fish out here, you can go out on your boat, and it is in a prime location that we're gonna show you here in just a little bit. But I wanna get you inside of the home because there was no expense spared when they decided to build this house. Welcome inside this gorgeous custom home. And the first thing I noticed right when I come in is how open it is. When they built this home, they wanted that big, family-oriented, communal, open concept, and that's exactly what you get here. And as we walk through, I wanna point out the details, starting with these solid wood beams. These aren't skinned, these aren't capped. These are the real deal. These are huge pieces of lumber. And I gotta tell you, the most inviting thing when you walk in that draws your eyes is this kitchen island. This is the biggest kitchen island I have personally ever seen in a home. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full bar stools here. And this is one of the coolest pieces of stone I have seen. I don't know if you've heard of this or seen this in homes, but get a look at this. This is a leather finished granite. It almost has like this kind of textured, waxy feel to it. And it is really, really, really unique. And it really just kind of draws your eyes over here into this huge gourmet kitchen. You've got not 1, but 2 sinks. You've got your little mini sink here, and then you've got your larger, deep farmhouse sink. And I don't know if you noticed, but we came in the back door. That's the type of property this is. This is a laid back lakefront vibe. In fact, our clients said they don't even really use the front doors. People come up and they immediately park on the side of the house and they just walk right up over to the pool. But if you did want to come in the front door, you've got these gorgeous double front solid wood doors that I think are really, really beautiful. But over here in the kitchen, you've got the black stainless appliance, which I love. Look, let's be honest. You're gonna be out here, you're gonna be having a good time. You got your wine storage up here in these custom wood cabinets. And what I really like about the vibe out here is it has kind of like a rustic lakefront vibe, but it's not too country. It's kind of the perfect blend of rustic and modern. You got plenty of counter space. Now the flooring is super durable. Once again, going with that kind of rustic farmhouse. You have wood look tile. Nothing can ruin this. Pets, kids, nothing. And when you have a lake house, you want tile. You're gonna be going in and out. You got a pool, you've got the water. You cannot mess this stuff up. And right over here, we have our custom 6-burner range with our oven. And this is a really nice upgraded KitchenAid with your fully wrapped vent hood going all the way up to the ceiling. And there's a lot of symmetry in this house. As you look out over to the living room, these beams are absolutely gorgeous. So some of those are solid, and then these right here, these are capped. but they match perfectly. And then you've got your formal dining room located right over here. And I don't know if it comes through on camera, but the views from this main living area down to the lake overlooking the pool are absolutely gorgeous. Here's your living room. They've got the TV located right above the fireplace. And guys, this property has fireplaces everywhere. So inside you have a propane fireplace. When you're out here in the country and you've got your own property, this property is gonna run off of propane, not natural gas, but luckily they've got massive propane tanks. You gotta fill them up about once a year. Doesn't cost that much money. And that's what's going to run this propane gas fireplace. Now what's really cool is if you're old school, you want that real smell of wood burning smoke, they've got real wood fireplaces out here on the patio as well. If you pan over this way, you got kind of this open concept office. Now look, I'm an Aggie. Unfortunately, my client here is a Longhorn, but I will give them a little bit of credit. If you're gonna be a Longhorn, at least have stuff signed by Earl Campbell. Typically, I'm a fan of closing off home offices, but out here, when you're out here at the lake, let's be honest, let's have it open. Let's have it open. You got this gorgeous views, you're not blocking. You've got views all the way down to the lake from right here in the office. Now, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna make you wait for the master bedroom. We're gonna show you one of the 3 bedrooms here in this home. Now, if you're like, hey, this is only a 3 bedroom, you're gonna have to stick around because we're gonna show you the 2-bedroom Barndominium. There are 5 full bedrooms out here at this property, and each bedroom has its own vibe, has its own theme. So this is a really clean, I would say simple, modern color palette. And what I love is each bedroom has its own bathroom. And so you've got your full walk-in shower over in this one. And if you were to come through here, you actually have a walk-in closet over on this side as well. These are really good size and they've got plenty of storage. They've got custom built-ins right in here. And as we head back to the living room, I do want to note that they have the plantation shutters here in the bedrooms as well. And guys, when we're talking about custom homes, it's all about the details. These are solid wood doors. These aren't hollow core doors. These aren't the cheap stuff. These are the real deal. Now, we're gonna go back across this main living area and we're gonna show you the master bedroom, but I did wanna give you a sneak peek over through this door. So you've got your laundry room right through here. And what I love about this laundry room is the fact that it has this secret pantry cut through that actually connects all the way behind the kitchen. And so you've got this hidden pantry. They've got a little fridge in here for extra storage. You got your spice racks, and then it's gonna come all the way through, connect back over to the main area, and it's gonna lead you directly in here to the master bedroom. Now, this master bedroom has plenty of space. This is a king size bed, and as you can see, I mean, there is plenty of room in here. And I'm gonna just pause this. You gotta check this out, because when you live on the lake, you want direct access out here, and you've got it. So once again, you've got these great views from the master bedroom, of the lake, of the pool, and those are some sturdy doors. One thing I'll note, these are metal storm doors. I'm telling you, if there was ever a natural disaster, this is the place to be. This thing is an igloo. Like I said, it's 2x6 construction. It's got a metal roof. It's fully skinned like a barn door, so it's got metal exterior siding. And I'm telling you, this is where you wanna be. Now, I haven't seen this in any home that we've been in. This is a copper tub, and this thing is the real deal. You can even hear it. It's really cool, very unique. And like I said, I haven't seen this in any properties. And they continued the leather granite into the primary bathroom, which I really love. You got plenty of storage in here. Cabinetry is gonna continue to match throughout the home. And then get a look at that shower. You've got the waterfall up top, you got your towel hooks, you got multiple shower heads. And then once you're in here, you've got your custom closet, but I wanna flip around over here because I just think this is so cool. You actually have a little makeup area to get ready. And then we're actually gonna flip around through this door because ta-da, guess where this connects through? Right back out through the laundry room. And we are right back out here in the living room, but we still have one more bedroom to show you. Now, as we go into this bedroom, I will say you've got one more half bath located right over here, and they continued that copper theme. So you've got that copper on the countertops to match that bathtub. This is your third full ensuite. This one has a bathroom as well, but what's cool about this bathroom is one of the guest baths has the shower. This one, if you've got little kiddos, you've got the tub for them as well. And then right behind me over here, you've got another walk-in closet. And there's one more thing that we gotta show you, and it is this massive 2-car garage. These ceilings are absolutely huge. They're at least 12 feet. It might even be 14-foot ceilings. But you've got plenty of storage out here for all of your toys, because that's just the garage with the house. We still have to go and show you all of the storage you have over at the Barndominium. But what I wanted to do is take you back out here on this back patio and show this view off again, because when you come out here, there's a lot of features that are hiding in plain sight. This is going to be that wood burning fireplace that I was telling you about. And it does run off of propane, so you can get it started, but there's nothing better than a real wood fire. And if you look up, you've got these awesome, gorgeous wood slats going along. You've got multiple fans. And here's one feature that you might miss. If you look right up here, you've got these little spray nozzles. These spray non-toxic bug repellent. If you are not familiar with living out here at the lake, I can tell you there are bugs and it is almost impossible to get rid of them. And what I'm blown away with is by how effective these are, because guys, I don't see spider webs, anything out here at all. I was really, really, really impressed. I actually lived on the lake for a while and it was nearly impossible to get rid of the pests and insects. And so the fact that it has that built into the home, turnkey, is amazing. And then one other really cool feature is the fact that they actually did epoxy flooring, so it's non-slip, and this is gonna run down until you get your pool decking right down over here. Now they did the desert scape, which I love. Let's be honest, maintaining 6.5 acres, if you do it the wrong way, could take a lot of time and a lot of work. And so by taking out a lot of that maintenance, doing the desert scaping, it gives it a really cool, I think, fun, playful look that you don't really have to do too much to keep looking amazing. Now, I gotta throw these sunglasses on because it is gorgeous out here, but instead of just cutting to the Barndominium, I want you to walk with me, because that's what you're buying out here. You're buying the actual property. You're not just buying these really cool improvements on the property, because as we go, you'll notice we go from beautiful sunshine to just gorgeous shade. And if you look up, you've got these canopies all across the property. And look, let's be honest, it's hot here in Texas. Nobody's trying to hide the fact that it does get hot here. That is almost more reason that I think having a property like this is perfect, because you have the pool to cool off in, you've got the shade cover, you've got that party pavilion, and then of course you've got direct access right down there at the boat dock to the lake. And one really cool feature that we'll show you when we're down there, they actually have a bridge over to a private island. And so if you wanted direct access to that, they got that approved through the San Jacinto River Authority, and you have private access to a little slice of land. You don't own it, it doesn't come with the property, but you've got that direct access to it. And then before we go in the barndo, I do want to flip around here. I want you to show the drive, because you've got this driveway up and you can see how far off of the street we are. But directly across the street right there is that road that gives you direct access into the National Forest, which is just so cool to be able to have access to all of that land without paying for it. Doesn't get any better than that. So we're out here at our barndo. Now, this looks like the house, but this is different. This is actually a barn that they built a 2-bedroom home inside of. You've got these massive barn doors. And then over on this side, this is where you've got your RV hookups. And so if you did want to have your own motorhome or have guests stay over here, you can park it under this lean-to over off the side of the Barndominium, but they've got their tractor set up here. You're gonna want a tractor to mow all of this. One thing I found is a lot of people that own properties like these, one of their favorite things to do is actually mow the grass. I know, it blows my mind. So let's go around and let's show you inside of the barndo. Now that back porch view is one of the prettiest views I've ever seen at a home. And we're gonna show you that here in a minute, but I wanted to get you inside the actual home component of this Barndominium. So essentially they built a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home inside of this metal barn. And let me tell you, this is cool. In fact, from talking to my clients who live out here, sometimes they actually just prefer to stay over here. It's closer to the lake and it's just cute, it's warm, it's cozy. You have a bunch of textures all along the wall. So right here, whenever you walk in, not only do you have the windows that shoot out to the lake, but you've got this cedar paneling. Then over here on this wall, you've got your sheetrock. But we're not done. It just continues to change textures. And I don't know, it just has this cute, I don't know, warm element and component to it. You've got the tin over here. And guys, this isn't that fake brick wallpaper. This is the real deal. You've got wood all along the ceilings. You got your animals up, because it's not Texas if you don't have animals up on the wall. And then you've got this cute kitchen right over here. So this is a full guest house. These are the other 2 bedrooms, making a total of 5 bedrooms on this property, but having a full separate living space over here with your washer, with your dryer, dishwasher, you've got your fridge. This sits just over 1,000 square feet. I think it's right around 1,200 square feet. And then you've got the bedrooms over this way, but I wanna pop in here really quick because this is the storage area of the Barndominium. So obviously when you've got some acreage, you wanna be able to store your stuff out here. You can hop on your quad, head right over to the National Forest. For 11 or 12 bucks, you can get a sticker that gives you the permit to ride all you want in the National Forest, which is really cool. You've got your riding lawnmower, which once again is gonna be a must out here. And then you kick it around, you got plenty of storage. Obviously you need your fishing rods, you got your racks up there, because there is some of the best fishing on all of Lake Conroe right at the end of the dock. And I know everybody says that, but they actually caught a $400,000 championship winning over 10-pound bass right off their dock here. That door is gonna connect back through, and then these are the two larger barn doors that open up. These are, like I said, 12-foot, maybe even 14-foot doors in here as well, giving you plenty of height and clearance in order to pull whatever you want here into this barn door. And then you've got your larger of the two bedrooms located right here. And this is the prettier because you've got this fireplace located inside, and once again, this brick wall carries all the way up. You've got 12-foot ceilings in here in the corner, and they kick down to 9 foot over here. This is that view that I'm telling you about. Everything on this property centers around being able to look out underneath these canopies out to the lake. You've got a queen-size bed in here. You got your closet, plenty of hanging space. Once again, a lot of burnt orange in this house. If you're a Longhorn, you're gonna love it. If you're an Aggie like me, you're gonna have to adjust. We'll go around. This actually connects through into the bathroom. And guys, totally different vibe than over at the main house, but I love this. It's so gorgeous. There's so much texture, so much wood. You got your big soaker tub over here, your shower, your toilet, and then this actually connects through over to the second bedroom. So you do have to go through the bathroom to get over here. This is the smaller of the two bedrooms. Once again, if you're just having guests over for the weekend, it's perfect. You've got your closet over here, your ceiling fan. What more could you ask for? Well, I'll tell you what you could ask for. You could ask for another view from a patio. You got this covered back porch with plenty of seating. You've got another TV mounted up over here so you can watch the game. And this is closer to the water than the main house. And you've got this gorgeous rock staircase that we'll just go ahead and walk to down to the lake. You have a little picnic area out over here, another fire pit. And this really displays how well manicured the property is. I don't think people realize what it takes to take a piece of raw land and really get rid of all the trees and all the stumps and get grass out here and make it look as pretty as this does. Now, what's cool is both sides of the property, you've got your three rail fence, your horse fencing, and it's gorgeous. It's a white fence, and it's gonna run all the way down to the water, just so that there's no confusion about your property line. You've got hundreds of feet of lake frontage, and right down here is where they caught that fish that I was telling you about. You've got your bridge back over to the private island, but what's really great is not only do you have direct access to the lake, this isn't a busy part of the lake. You're right up here at one of the northern tips of the lake, and so it really gives you your own private cove. There's really nobody else back here other than people coming up here to fish because the fishing's so good. And so you've got your private boat dock. It's a single boat lift, and then it's also got 2 jet ski lifts as well, which is a no-brainer if you want to get out here on the lake. One thing that you need to consider when you are looking at lakefront property is when the water levels fluctuate, are you going to have access? And the answer out here is yes. Lake Paula is an extension of Lake Conroe, and that's where we're located here with this property. But what's important to know is that there is a dredged canal that goes all the way out to the main body of the lake, so you're always gonna have access to the lake. And anybody that's concerned about flooding, it is not going to be an issue, even in some of the worst storms we've ever seen here. Just to give you some reference, as we kick back up to the house, my client told me that the water came up to right here. That's it. We're about 10 feet off of the banks here. Common misconception is that the closer you are to the lake, the more concerned you should be with flooding. That's actually not the case. If there ever is a storm, they'll actually let water out of the dam, and sometimes the most protected properties are the ones that are right next to the lake. So get a look at this view. As you shoot back on up to the property, it's massive, it's vast, you've got plenty of space, you've got your barn door there, and then your main house with that party pavilion. And then this is going to accommodate a pontoon boat, which is what they currently have. Obviously, if you wanted a ski boat or a bass boat, you would have the ability to, call a dock company and get that switched out. But you've got your little rope swing out here, your little, bench swing here on the dock. And then what I'm impressed with out here as well is just the lack of bugs again. Right here down on the water, usually that's an issue, and it really isn't an issue over here at all. My favorite part of this whole property is actually back up there, but before we show you that, I want to tell you exactly where we are. I mentioned we're here on Lake Conroe, and if you're not familiar with Lake Conroe is Houston's playground. It is hands down the most recreationally friendly lake here in the Houston area, and is just over 20,000 acres. And about 50% of the lake is developed, and then the other 50% is that national forest. And what's so cool about this location is you're about 10 minutes from the freeway here, but you are right on the border of the national forest, which is the whole north side of the lake that's completely undeveloped, and the south side, which is fully developed. And let me tell you, there's plenty to do on Lake Conroe, whether you want to go wake surfing, snorkeling, skiing, bass fishing, or you just wanna hop in for a sunset cruise over to one of the many restaurants or bars right here on the lake. You've got Margaritaville, which is a really fun, family-friendly place with a water park where you've got the Lone Shark Bar and Grill. You're about 4 or 5 minutes away from Stowaway Marina, and so if you do want to put a boat in to the water over there, that's just a short boat ride away from right over here. And because we're on the northeast side of the lake, we're actually located in Willis. Even though it's Lake Conroe, you are right next to all of this explosive growth that Conroe and Willis is seeing. They've got tons of new grocery stores, plenty of amazing shopping, and all of that is just a short drive from this gorgeous property. And if you're looking for even more to do, you're about a 30-minute drive away from the Woodlands, Texas, which is hands down the most robust suburb in the entire Houston area, known for its higher-end shopping and its fine dining. And if that's not enough, you're about an hour's drive down into Houston. If you want to go catch a ball game or go out for the evening, you're going to be able to do that in about a 1-hour drive. Now, I've got one more thing to show you, and it is my favorite part of this property. This is not something that you see every day. Like I said, I've personally lived here on Lake Conroe. I have sold plenty of lakefront properties here, and it's very important to know exactly what you're getting. And so do your due diligence. You're definitely going to want to work with somebody who has the experience, who knows the different depths of the lake, who knows the orientation of the sun. It's all those little nuggets that are ultimately gonna culminate in you having that great lakefront experience. And so as we show you this party pavilion, I do wanna say, we get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people just like you that are looking to move here. So if you're interested in this lakefront property or another one, don't be shy. Just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us a quick email. That way we can actually help you make a smooth move right here to Lake Conroe. Now, here we are. We are at my favorite part of the property. This party pavilion is packed with goodies. So as we walk through, I want to point all of them out. This is about a 40-foot by 25-foot party pavilion, and it gives you tons of shade cover. It's got the cathedral ceilings with these gorgeous wood beams. And what I love about this property is as you walk around, everything's so cohesive. It all goes together. You've got the same epoxy flooring that's non-slip. That way you can be out here having a good time, hop out of the pool and not have to worry about anything. And then look, you have this huge bar. This is where everyone likes to congregate and hang out. And of course, you've got your massive 65-inch TV for game day. It's painted burnt orange because they're Longhorn. We could paint it for you if you have a different school affiliation. But you've got this really cool daybed rocker over here. It gets good sunlight actually for only 50 cents. My favorite part of this entire party pavilion is gonna be this right here. This is where you're gonna get your competitive spirits out. This is where the magic happens. And this is probably where I'm gonna nail it on my first try. Second try, third try, first try. There it is. On your first try, you see, that's how good we are over here. Now, as we whip around, they got the space heaters out here. It's springtime, you don't need these right now, but in the winter, nothing's stopping you from still coming out here and having a good time. You've got multiple space heaters that they have, but what's really cool is they have another fireplace out here, so you can get cozy, hang out. They've got their custom metal work sign up here. You got your wine storage. They have a bathroom, a half bath, pool bath. They've got your countertop here, but look, they've got washer and dryers out here. So if you have a bunch of guests, you need to do that extra laundry, or you just wanna throw the pool clothes out here before you go inside, you've got the ability to do that. You got one of your water heaters in here, but let's flip around because this is where the magic happens. They've got their drink fridge over here that has stood the test of time. He was telling me this thing's been around for a long time. You've got your big, deep farmhouse sink underneath the TV. This is really where I wanted to settle in. I hope this comes through on camera because this is probably the prettiest view on the entire property. You got the corner, you've got access to your pool over here. You can hear the water feature. I'll give it a second. You got the red popping off of the blue contrasting. You got the green grass and it views all the way down. And like I said, we're about 30, 40, maybe even higher up above the lake. And so you're gonna be able to come down here, throw the sunglasses back on, get your outdoor barbecue on. Now these don't all come with the property. You can get your own grills, but it looks like he has the ability to cook literally every type of food you can think of out here. Now this property is actively for sale, so if it interests you, obviously reach out to us. But if you wanna know more about Lake Conroe, we've got a full vlog that'll tell you everything you need to know about the lake, and we also have a full vlog on Willis as well that'll tell you about the area. And as always, if this property interests you or you just wanna know more about the area, do not be shy. We make these videos just for you. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us a quick email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to Lake Conroe.